All right, we're live. There you go. Hello, everybody. We'll be getting the meeting started once everybody's joined us. Thank you.
For everyone on this meeting, this is Liz Jennings, Employer Engagement Specialist with CareerForce. Just to let you know that you can turn on the closed captioning. Down towards the bottom of your screen, you should see a little, I think it's a CC button or a gear, and you can choose either English, Spanish, or Hmong. Go ahead and do that if you want to.
Send another. There we go. So yeah,
Okay, it's 10:30. I'm Liz Jennings. I'm Employer Engagement Specialist with CareerForce Minnesota. CareerForce is Minnesota's online presence of private, public, and nonprofit partners, all aligned to assist both job seekers and businesses and employers in the state. Through CareerForce Minnesota, we've got access to location events right now, which are all virtual and on the phone, to other events, to job seeking, to job searches, and more. We're welcoming you all today to this presentation. By the end of this hour, I want you to be introduced to the openings at 6 senior career care employers across the state. And I want you to be more comfortable with careerforcemn.com and minnesotaworks.net as a source for all of Minnesota's companies hiring in your area. Some technical details. You can ask questions in the Q&A box. And you can turn on closed captioning on the bottom of your Teams environment for subtitles in either English, Spanish, or Hmong. Just want to clarify with everyone, Marie, can you hear me?
I can. Good morning.
Great. I want to introduce to everyone today my co-host and organizer for this event, Marie Larson, Industry Relations Manager for the City of Minneapolis. I've been privileged to work with Marie over the past couple of weeks in putting this together. Marie, why don't you tell us a little bit more about today's event?
Well, thank you, Liz, and welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. We are very excited to bring to you today some key leading industry associations that work throughout the state of Minnesota in supporting senior care workers and employers. We're also going to be hearing from 5 employers and then learning a little bit more about one more that sent in some information to share on a slide. Through this entire experience, we'll have Q&A, which will be for about 2 minutes after each of the employers gets done speaking. And then following the event, starting at 11:30, each of our employers with us today will be offering a very special next hour of activities where you can join these employers in live meetings. Most of them are by Zoom, but we'll be providing all of the links and information necessary for you to take those next steps and have deeper dive conversations with each of the employers with us today. So I just want to say thank you so much for everybody who's here with us today, and thanks especially to all of the employers who are joining us.
So joining us today, we've got people from Leading Age of Minnesota, Care Providers of Minnesota. They're going to be up just next to tell us more about their new online platforms. We've got companies including Ebenezer, Monarch Health Management, Presbyterian Homes, Ecumen, Cassia Life, and then we'll be mentioning about a whole bunch of other organizations throughout the state of Minnesota. Let's go next to Nicole Matson with Care Providers of Minnesota and Jenna Kellerman, Leading Age of Minnesota, for an industry overview.
And Nicole, thank you so much for being here today. It's Marie Larson back with you, and I'll be leading this next few minutes of an interview with you both. And Nicole and Jenna, could you please just start by introducing yourselves and your role in your organizations?
Sure. I'm Nicole Matson with Care Providers of Minnesota. Fairly new to the organization. I've been with them since December. Previous to that, I was a provider for many years, worked in long-term care and laddered up myself. So a little bit about Care Providers of Minnesota. We're a member-driven organization. We have about 900 members, senior care providers, including skilled nursing, assisted living, home care, and other senior care providers. My role here is VP of Strategic Initiatives, and under that I have some quality initiatives, workforce, and also advocacy.
Fantastic. And Jenna, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so nice to be here. So similarly, Leading Age Minnesota is a long-term care association, member association, and we are the state affiliate of a national association called Leading Age. So our mission is to transform and enhance the experience of aging. And while doing that, we serve about 1,000 member organizations across the state. And within those organizations, we represent about 60,000 caregivers. And in any given day, they're serving 70,000 or more older adults across the state. So really our role as an association is to provide support to the member organization. So that might be through advocacy or policy making expertise, continuing education or professional education opportunities, technical expertise. So if someone has a legal or clinical or regulatory type technical question like that, they might give us a call. And similar to Nicole, I worked in long-term care as well prior to this, and it really is the best field to work in. So I'm so excited to see everyone on this call today.
Well, Jenna, we appreciate your passion for your work, and thank you to both of you for everything you're bringing to the field of senior care is such a critical industry sector today with COVID-19, with everything that's going on in the demand for healthcare. We want to say, first of all, at the top of this session today, thank you to both of you, and thank you to everyone who's working in healthcare today on the front lines. You're amazing people, and we salute you and thank you for everything that you're doing to support seniors today. So to learn a little bit more about that, Jenna, you gave a good overview of kind of like the policy making, etc. Nicole, did you want to add anything to that, or is there anything particular that you're working on right now with our current pandemic, or anything that's been shifting in those last few weeks that you'd like to highlight?
Well, we have some slides. I mean, one of our, we can go in order. Jenna can go first.
Great.
Sure, yeah, if you want to switch to the next slide. So we wanted to give just an overview of the job platform within long-term care. Nicole mentioned that she laddered up in her career, which is a perfect example that we want to kind of talk through today. The image on the right side of your screen is a roadmap of all the different careers within long-term care. And I think when people hear about senior care or working in a nursing home or even working in a hospital for that matter, they tend to think about, okay, you can be a nurse, you can be a doctor, you can be a nursing assistant, and that tends to be where people stop. But there are enormous career opportunities and career laddering potential within long-term care organizations. They kind of operate almost like their own little city. So you can see on the roadmap that there are culinary opportunities. If you're interested in becoming a chef, you can do that within long-term care. Social sciences, so if you want to be a social worker or even a non-licensed person who does social work type work, you can be in our field. There certainly is hospitality, customer service type roles. And then there's this whole business side where you actually have to run the operations of the business side, whether it's accounting or marketing or kind of back office type work, all the things that keep that business side operating. There's recreational therapy that you'll see on the roadmap. So that's like activities, event planning, keeping people active and engaged and participating in their life passions through these organizations where they're living. So there's just enormous career potential. And so what's great about working in long-term care is that you can start in any of these roles listed on the left and work your way wherever your interests lie within our field. And that's what Nicole did. That's what I did as well. So to touch then on Marie's discussion about, the fact that we have so many critical job openings right now in light of the COVID pandemic, I do want to touch on the most critical positions that we have available today, but certainly know that there's a whole path ahead of you if you begin in any of these roles. So caregivers, of course, are one of the most needed roles. They're the most important person on a care team, really, because they're the person who is providing the most hands-on care. When you look at hours per day that people receive, those frontline caregivers are the people that provide the most attention to any resident living in a senior care organization. So it could be anything from a basic care aide, which is a newer role that we just launched, to a personal care attendant. That's someone typically who works more in a home care environment. Home health aide and nursing assistant, those roles have a little bit more of a clinical spin to them and require a bit more training. And universal worker, again, typically involves a nursing assistant type role with some added tasks to it. What's great about all of these roles is that they can be, you can be trained on site. So you don't have to already be a nursing assistant or already be a basic care aide. You can be hired into these roles, and then the organization will provide you the training that you need to perform the tasks associated with that role. Culinary staff, that's another major hiring opportunity within our organizations. And again, there's just a wide variety of roles here. We have a lot of server type roles available. And certainly culinary looks a bit different in light of COVID because there are a lot of social distancing practices or people eating in their rooms now instead of in a big dining room, which requires a lot more hands on deck to help with that. So that's one reason why this is such an in-demand role right now. But again, chefs and cooks, dining assistants tend to be people who help people physically eat if they have any kind of health concern that makes eating a challenge. And then of course, housekeeping and nursing as well. And what's great about these roles is that there are these other duties as assigned, which oftentimes people kind of chuckle about in their jobs, you know, other duties as assigned. But this is often where the fun comes in long-term care. So this is where you get to visit with seniors. You might be a server, but you also might take a few minutes to play a quick card game with a senior or have a fun conversation or grab a cup of coffee with someone. You might help with laundry, you might deliver meals. There's all kinds of things to do in, again, these little cities that are long-term care organizations. So I think we can go to the next slide.
Yeah, so Marie, you had mentioned what are some of the things that we're currently doing that are different in light of the pandemic, and one of those is Caring Careers Start Here. Originally, this website was part of Health Force Minnesota, and it was originally intended to give students an idea of what careers in senior care would look like. But we kind of took it over and revamped it to act as a recruitment or funneling hub. Really what we wanted was the opportunity to have a one-stop shop where people could indicate their interest in careers in senior care that we could widely publicize, that could be universally recognized throughout the state of Minnesota, and that on the back end, the associations, leading age and care providers could have an opportunity to push candidates out to our various members. So it's really kind of a funneling or a landing page so that we can match people up. We aren't collecting a lot of information, just minimal data so that we can get people connected with employers. And it's really meant to be, you know, a crisis level kind of intervention. The state of Minnesota is doing some recruitment efforts as well, and that's really geared towards like strike force, crisis level staffing. What we're trying to do with this is get people interested in long-term care, senior care as a profession, and hopefully get them to stay. One of the things that many of our sites or our organizations offer is scholarships. Scholarships for your education that will further your career in long-term care. So like when I was an administrator, I put probably close to 30, 40 nurses through school. So they worked as a nursing assistant while they were going to school, and then subsequently got their RN or LPN and stayed with the organization, or some may have left, but that's a real opportunity to kind of, as many of us do, work while you're going to school, but then get some scholarships behind that so that you can kind of offset your education expenses. And then we wanted to take advantage of, with Caring Careers Start Here, really to let people know that caregiving is, it's an honorable career, but right now we're seeing that these people are on the front lines and they truly are heroes. As Jenna said, and what we've known for a long time is that careers in senior care are service-focused, mission-driven. It really gives you the best of a healthcare experience to be able to connect with a senior on an intimate level and get to know them. You become a family with people that you work with and the people that you care for. And I just think it's a unique opportunity for somebody that's service-minded, mission-driven.
Well, Nicole and Jenna, thank you so very much for providing all of this information. And Caring Careers Start Here is that website that you mentioned. I encourage you to copy and paste that link right into the chat today so people can click on that and take a look who are here in our audience today. What a fantastic resource and a great place to find more information about how to get started in a career in senior care. So thank you so much to you both. Now we're going to go to our next speaker from Ebenezer. She's Gwen Powers. Thank you, Gwen, for joining us today, and we're going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Good morning. I wanted to start off by going through COVID-19 and what Ebenezer is doing as a company for their employees as well as their residents. We screen all the employees before every shift for symptoms and temperature, and if they don't pass, they're masked and sent home. We have also added face shields for all employees. And then we're affiliated with Fairview, and so we have access to a lot of the Fairview resources. So we refer all our employees to occupational health that are symptomatic or have had known exposure without PPE to be tested. The new admissions into our facilities are kept in isolation for 14 days. They're also tested before they're moved in. And then we have a COVID-specific hospital within the system, which is Bethesda, and we have opened up a COVID-specific TCU at one of our locations. And they have, beyond this testing, the COVID TCU has their own entrance, their own parking, a specialized HVAC system, so there's differences there. The residents are also screened daily. So Ebenezer is Minnesota's largest senior living operator. We've been in business for over 100 years. You can see the mission statement, the vision, and the values there. And we provide programs and services, independent living, assisted living, memory care, transitional and long-term care, adult and intergenerational day programs, management and consulting services. We have locations throughout Minnesota and Iowa, and we have over 3,800 employees. Our benefits include the basics of medical, dental, PTO, retirement, and then we do have the tuition reimbursement scholarship and CEU opportunities. We can go to the next slide. So these are our top available openings. We have resident assistants. They provide personal cares and services because they will be using a lift. An Ebenezer requirement is that they need to be 18 years old. And then nursing assistant requires the certification as a nursing assistant and must be on the nursing assistant registry. However, if someone has gone through school and hasn't gotten the certification yet, they will have 4 months to do so. We have hospitality aides. They do light resident care and light housekeeping activities. Front desk attendant and receptionist, they're similar. Culinary assistants, which we've gone over. They work in meal service right now in most of our, or all of our facilities. They are delivering to people's apartments or their rooms. Then we have the housekeepers who cleans the rooms, assist with laundry and turnovers, and then nursing, RNs and LPNs. And RNs don't need to have their bachelor's degree. If they have an associate degree, that works too. We can go to the next screen. This is our contact page. So you can contact us. You can see by all our openings at ebenezercares.org/careers. And then we will be having a Skype meeting after this meeting also. So if there's any questions.
Hi, this is Liz Jennings. I'm wondering, do you ever have career changers? Do you get people in, who's had 20 years of experience somewhere else who want to switch and join the long-term care, senior care industry?
Absolutely, we do. And we also have an older population that maybe retired from their career, but wants to have something to do part-time. I think senior living has an opportunity for anyone. What we look for is that caring, nurturing personality and someone who wants to work with elders.
Wonderful. Anything else that you can add from Ebenezer? And just a reminder to all of our participants, you can type in your question in the question mark little bubble and submit a question for any speaker. Anything else you want to add from Ebenezer?
Nope, just if you have questions, please join our Skype meeting.
Great, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. At this point, I'd like to introduce Erica Sward from Monarch Homes. Erica, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Good morning. I can start out with the first slide here. My name is Erica. I'm with Monarch Healthcare Management. We have about 40 different skilled nursing facilities and assisted livings across Minnesota. We do have one in Wisconsin. The sheet up here kind of lists the locations for our skilled nursing facilities. To apply, it's very easy. Just go to our website, monarchmn.com, click on the career tab, and it'll list all the job openings. You can filter it with city, job opportunities, things like that. Monarch hires a wide variety of jobs, LPNs, RNs, TR, therapeutic rec. And the one I'm going to focus on today is CNAs and nursing assistant and trainings. Monarch has kind of got a unique program. We provide on-the-job training for you to get your CNA certification. It's really cool if you're looking for part-time or full-time work, and they're available at all of our locations. You want to flip to the next slide. And then just touching on employee safety with COVID right now. Monarch is ensuring the safety of our employees and our residents by screening all of our employees before each shift with signs and symptoms, providing PPE, social distancing, providing training to our staff. Also, the one thing that I really like that Monarch is doing is we're providing support to employees if they need anything, whether if it's somebody to talk to, more training, stuff going on with their family, there's a place for them to reach out to. And then just kind of going back to on-the-job training, our CNAs, like I said, we're looking for full-time or part-time. We provide training for CNAs so that they get their 12 hours of their required training, as well as specialized trainings. Some of our facilities are mental health facilities with residents that have some mental health issues, and we provide our staff with training to give them the tools to be successful at their job and be successful with the residents. So we have a program that's called Mental Health First Aid Trainers. It gives CNAs the tools to deal with residents with mental health behaviors and how to de-escalate. And not only that, but self-care for our employees as well. The nursing assistant and training program that we have, it's such a great opportunity for people that want to get into the healthcare field. We have on-site classes where you get your 16-hour competency, and then you can start shadowing on the floor. The classrooms are held within our facilities. The clinicals are done within Monarch facilities, and we pay for your CNA testing at a local college. For instance, in the metro area, it's Metropolitan or Minneapolis Community College that we send you to. And lastly, join us after this, after all the presentations today, for if you have questions, if you want to know more about other opportunities. We're looking for people that have got great smiles, positive attitudes, wanting to help people in long-term care, want to have fun at work, and want to be part of our family.
Here's a question that's come up in our text box. Is the PPE for clients too, or is it just for employees, Erica?
It's for both.
Okay. And we have a specific question on actually any virtual opportunities.
Virtual, like
Administrative, perhaps?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have there's administrator of the building. There's business office managers, there's HR directors, we have HR generalists, payroll specialists, account payable. There's a variety of different jobs. And like I said, feel free to join us at our Zoom meeting and we can kind of get more in depth with what we have available.
Great suggestion. And this is kind of for all speakers. If you do have any locations in particular where you're looking for talent today, it would be helpful to know, like, where are those, so people can be sure to join your Zoom meeting as it aligns with their goals and their geography.
What other questions or other thoughts that do you have, Erica, about Monarch?
I am so proud to be an employee of Monarch. I myself, like Nicole had said, I kind of just climbed the ladder. I started out as a CNA and and then I went to be a TMA. Then I was a HUC and a scheduler, and then an HR director. And now I do recruiting and survey readiness for Monarch. The one thing that I love about Monarch is that they always pull from their bench strength. So if there's an opportunity like a LPN care coordinator and they see an LPN on the floor that's just would fit that role, they will seek internal applicants, look for them before maybe seeking external applicants. They just want people to grow within their family. They've got amazing scholarship opportunities, loan reimbursement. We partner with Rasmussen College and provide a discount there. Like I said, additional trainings, that's another thing, like with giving all of our employees the tools to be successful, like the facility specific ones, like I had mentioned with the mental health training. What a great opportunity to empower our staff. It's just a wonderful company to work for.
Erica, you should tell them what you're doing for Nursing Home Week.
Oh, yes. We'll go to our Facebook page and you'll see the amazing video of the one of the owners of the company, Mark. We are doing a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory theme where all of the facilities are getting candy bars and somebody's going to get, well, there's more than somebody. I think it's like 20 golden
45.
tickets. 45, yep. And then the golden tickets are worth $1,000. Monarch has a great vision that they're doing for 2020. It's a 2020 vision. You are the reason, and by you, it's the employees, it's the residents. It's such a fun company to work for. You should check out the Facebook page and see the fun things that we're doing.
Fantastic. How exciting.
Yes.
Wow. Well, good luck to everybody who works at Monarch and those golden tickets. That sounds like an incredible, incredible way to just recognize. And I just, how fun is that? So thanks for sharing all of that. Next up, yeah, thank you so much. And over to you again, Liz, to introduce our next speaker.
Next, we have up Julie Freiberg of Presbyterian Homes.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Well, thanks for having us today. Like you said, my name is Julie Freiberg, and I am the recruiting manager with Presbyterian Homes and Services. I work with our amazing centralized recruiting team that supports all of our clinical and culinary positions throughout Press Homes. And we support all of our communities. So that includes all locations in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa right now. On the first slide there, I did list all of our contact info, so you can reach out to our team via email, text, or call. So if you have any questions, we have 5 full-time recruiters that help support all of our external applicants that are interested in working with us, as well as help support our internal employees that are interested in internal transfers or promotions as well. So I just wanted to briefly share a little history about Press Homes. So we are a full continuum of care for our residents. So that means that we offer anything from independent living apartments and townhomes all the way to memory care and hospice for our residents. So we offer all styles of living based on the residents' needs. We are a nonprofit and faith-based organization, and we consider our Christian ministry to be one of our most important responsibilities and values of our organization. Many of our residents, as well as employees, actually choose to either live or work with us because of that home environment that we're seeking. So we're also really looking to hire people that value and support that culture as well. So we've been around for over 60 years, and we are in a really exciting time for Press Homes. We're growing all the time. We have over 6,500 employees, and we're planning on doubling in the next 15 years, which is really exciting. So what this means for potential employees is obviously so many career opportunities for current and future employees. We commit to promoting 80% of our positions from internal employees. So we really focus on trying to create opportunities for people both to kind of learn and grow and stay with us throughout their entire career, which is really fun and exciting. I know that was my path with Press Homes as well, starting out, while I was still in school, and then working while I was in school and college, doing my internship with Press Homes, and now where I am today. So it's really fun to hear those different career paths. And we offer great scholarships for students, help with loan payments, reimbursement for different courses. We have really great in-house courses that are offered, such as we just implemented a free CNA, Certified Nursing Assistant course to get certified. That's in-house, that's offered through our registered instructors. So really, really great opportunities available there. So next would be, what are we hiring for? What do we have open? So in our centralized recruiting team, we are hiring for certified nursing assistants. Whether you're already certified, you can work in our care center. And then also if you're not certified yet, then you can start out as a home health aide, work in our assisted living or memory care, and then even take that free CNA course that I mentioned if you wanted to get certified. We also have openings in culinary, so that includes servers, and they work in any area of our community, whether it's the independent living dining room, assisted living, the care centers. They're kind of all in any different dining room that's available. We also are hiring for cooks. That can be in any different area as well. And then we also have openings for nurses such as LPNs, RNs, and then like floor nurse managers too. So that's what central recruiting supports, but we also have many other different positions available, such as housekeeping, maintenance, activities. If you're looking for more of a leadership or management type role, I would definitely recommend checking out our website, which I have listed a couple times on the slides here. That will give you a full list of our locations as well as openings too. So for experience level, just a quick note on that. No experience is required for the nursing assistants, whether you're certified or not. No experience for servers as well. We really want to provide all the training needed for these roles within Press Homes for free. So whether it's the in-house CNA training or just training that's needed at the site for any position, we want to make sure that it's all paid for and it's offered immediately to you upon hire, which is really nice too. So locations. So we have over 40 locations throughout Minnesota. So just to give you kind of an idea, so such as like the East Metro all the way to Stillwater, Woodbury, Cottage Grove,